I was being secretary. So, I don't know if that's still planned.
Well, every March, after the elections, like at this time, we have to go ahead and let it new off, which sometimes it doesn't happen until November. We don't have any reason for a meeting, right? So we just have to go through and do those, oh. It's McDonald, that's gonna have a McDonald's sign in their yard, we're actually making a proposal. So yeah, so we have to do that, each and every year, that's not our year, so I don't know if it's next year. Did you have any?
You know, we would have been. Didn't make up the with burning.
Okay, and that, I know that,
No, the chair, the job that needs doing and needs some.
no, we're ready to go. All right, it's 6 p.m. on Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025, and I'll call this meeting, the Allenstown Zoning Board of Adjustment to order. If everybody could please rise. Please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so we'll do a roll call of members.
Hey, Mark.
More Lambert, Diane Alpha.
Keith Claus, and then other people with us. Mike O'Hara.
Cheryl McDonald, resident.
Connor Anderson, Fuller Engineering.
Eric Rule, Boulder Engineering.
And Brian Arsenal is here somewhere, going back and around, these are building.
Brian Arsenal.
There he is. So we have no old business of applications or public hearings. We do have new business, we have a receipt of an application, and then we also, before we get to that, we have to go ahead and, vote on the following positions, chair, vice chair, and secretary. Do we have any nominations?
I nominate Keith Claus as chair.
Do we have? All right, anybody else? I'll accept. All in favor? Steve.
Joanna.
Keith,
Congratulations.
thank you. And for vice chair,
I nominate Diane Alpha for vice chair.
I'll second.
Accept.
Anybody else? All in favor? Keith, aye.
Diane, Laura, I.
Steve.
Joanna,
And for secretary? I'll nominate Joanna Rush.
second.
Anybody else? All in favor? Keith, aye.
Diane, Laura, I.
Steve.
Joanna, I. Steve. Yeah.
All right.
Wow, fish on.
Other meetings, it's easier.
I wish we.
Yeah, we try. Okay, so we have case number 2025-01 located at 75, I'm sorry, at 77 Turnpike Street. Parcel number 109-013, zoned business. The variance requesting is, you are asking permission to install 4 additional reader board type of freestanding signs, as 2 are each at 20 square feet and 2 are each at 10 square feet, or a total of 1 freestanding sign, and 32 square feet is allowed as defined in zoning ordinance chapter 12, section 1205.3.1 and section 1206.1.2 and table 12-1 sign specification by districts. I guess we're just gonna let you jump right into it. I think that's just kind of the easiest way to go through. We all got your application and I'm sure everybody has had time to go ahead and read it. So I don't feel that we need to criteria to explain why. Yes, sir.
Make a motion that the application is complete.
Oh, thank you. We only have 1 or 2 of these a year, so we don't always think Brian keep us going in the right direction. I'd like to make a motion that the application, for case number 2025-1 is complete.
I'll second.
All in favor, Steve, aye?
Diane, I. Laura,
Steve, aye.
Laura, I.
Alright. So given that we feel that the application is complete, and that you have answered all the questions of, the criteria, we will let you go ahead and go into your presentation of why we should allow you these.
Good thing. So let me introduce myself. My name is Connor Ennis. I'm with Fuller Engineering. We are the civil engineering consultants for the applicant, Collins USA LLC. Here to present the variance for the requested freestanding signs for the board type. So I'll begin by just giving an overview of the existing conditions, then move into what's proposed and go into the variance request, and then I'll turn it back over to you guys afterwards. So as mentioned, the existing site is 77 Turnpike Street in Allenstown. It's map 109, lot 13. Site is located within the business district and bounded by Turnpike Street to the east, Pinewood Road to the south, Allenstown Road to the west, and then 2 single-family homes to the north. The property consists of an existing Abishana hardware floor, paved parking areas and utility connections. And the site is accessed along splush pavement along the entirety of the property on Turnpike Street. So with that, we'll move to what is being proposed on the site. So the applicant is looking to raise the existing site and construct a new 3,690 square foot McDonald's restaurant with drive-through, along with new parking areas, landscaping, utilities, and stormwater management system. One road circulation is proposed around site with one full-way driveway, full-way access drive to Turnpike Street, where we'll remove the flush condition along Turnpike Street and replace it with the landscape areas. That the 42 parking spaces are proposed, whereas 26 are required for zoning. And overall, the layout results in a reduction of 46,000 square feet of impervious area. Now we're proposing some landscaping and grass area versus the pavement from the Abishana. So I want to focus in on the drive-through, as I think it's important to have some context there as to why we need the menu board signs. So the drive-through is what we refer to as a side-by-side drive-through, where it's 2 lanes and 2 order points that allow 2 cars to order at the same time, and they merge into the 1 lane before they get to the cash window and the present window where they will pick up their food. And the intent of the side-by-side drive-through is to better manage the drive-through operations. If there's a large order in one lane, it allows vehicles to go into the other lane and kind of keeps the queue flowing, and overall reducing customer wait time and also reducing the stacking drive-through. So as mentioned, seeking variance for the 4 additional reader board type freestanding signs. Really, those reader boards, we have 1 digital menu board and 1 digital pre-browse board in each lane, so it results in 4 signs. The menu board located at the order point is 20 square feet, and really highlights just the drive-through or the menu items and prices that self the customer place an order from within their vehicle. And the pre-browse board is located closer to the drive-through entrance, which is for the vehicles that are waiting. They can see like special offerings or just specific items, and it kind of helps them make a decision prior to them to order. And again, just providing some.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
I kind of like, I was looked at a few different McDonald's as I was driving by, kind of drove through the parking lot.
Is this gonna be pretty close to what it's like down in Hooksett? Do you know?
I'm not familiar with the site in Hooksett.
Okay.
So let me hit on that, it's Brian Housel. They came before the technical review committee, the TRC, we talked about the size of the restaurant and if it could actually be any larger. And they like this model, this size, and it's typical throughout the state. And so they did give me a list of locations that this restaurant has been built out. During the TRC, we asked them, what's the stacking, car stacking, and each franchise has a different stacking. And now he felt, or the designers felt, that the stacking would impede the traffic outside the parcel of land. So that's the reason why for a double lane. If you wanted to ask me the question of how many cars are gonna stack in each one of those lanes, will give you a better perspective on how many cars I can handle. Thank you.
Yeah, I just kind of do a visual aspect, but this is great, I can see it on paper, I see these things, but I'm visualizing. I actually visualize something that's done. It makes it a lot easier to understand what the footprint looks like and so on and so forth. That's all I was trying to.
Double.
It is.
Yes.
This is first.
Right.
Yeah. So, as far as when we start talking statutory stuff, that's what we mean, squat.
Right.
I'm just more of that visual.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you can continue.
So I was almost done. The last thing I want to just note is that the drive-through is a permitted use within the business district, and the proposed menu boards are essential for the operations of the drive-through. I think without them, business would suffer, and it really just defeats the whole purpose of the drive-through, as people want to be able to see what the items on the menu are. So with that, I'll turn it back over to people.
Well, excuse me, anybody have?
So the signs you're asking for relief on are those particular signs right there in the.
Yes, correct. It's the two digital menu boards.
And those are pretty close in proximity to the building.
Yeah.
Okay, so that shouldn't be too much like light pollution
No,
into the neighborhood.
it shouldn't. Is this gonna be a 24-hour or is this gonna be a, do you know? Because I think we really need to think about that too, like, are we gonna have these lights on?
24-hour, yeah.
Kind of aspects, so do you know what the plan is for the restaurant?
I don't know the hours, but I will offer the boards themselves have self-adjusting. It's like an iPhone, so at nighttime they self-dim down, so it's not. So it's the technology the menu board is already considering, making sure it's not obviously projecting light where it doesn't need to be, it's not meant to be a type of really bright light, right? Obviously, it'll pull up and be blinded by the menu board at night, so it self-adjusts down.
The signs where they're located now, they'd be facing what direction relative to Turnpike Street?
So the signs would typically be facing towards
Drive-through lane
like School Street Extension. Right,
or to the step line of cars and staff.
Yeah, they'd be facing away from the building.
Yeah, so they'd
Be
be
facing towards Turnpike Street.
facing north towards Turnpike Street. They're so roughly
yes,
60
yeah.
feet away from the right of way. So
Yeah. Okay, so they'd be facing north.
So it's just those, there's no, just those readable, that you're looking for relief then.
correct.
Just out of curiosity, how many, like in really busy hours, how many cars would be getting stacked, I guess, and then also like how far around the building did it? Yeah, that do you initiate?
So during peak hours, we don't anticipate the drive-through stack back more, I would say. 10 vehicles, 10 or 12. I mean, the drive-through has capacity just within length from the cash window. Say there's. I prepared a stacking exhibit for the I didn't remember, yeah, sure. But it better just shows the vehicle stacking back. I think it's 12 vehicles about that fit. To the entrance there, and then there's plenty of room to go back, but they're not, we don't anticipate any stacking out to Turnpike Street. We have a craft that work prepares. It's a fun board, but better fun.
Oh,
Alright, if you don't mind me asking you, I know we poured over this, I feel like we misses. Um, Are we only looking at the reader boards? I thought there was a couple other sites, you know, in and out, and there's something we were looking at too. Am I mistaken on that?
That's correct, you are. Everything else, property development. For, restaurant, and, the other side of the directions, really. And those were the only ones that. Changed, which required the reading. That yes.
Do any of the board members have any questions or comments?
I just have a question, that's probably more for Brian,
Yes,
so I know this is probably out of scope of anything, but where the monument sign? What's the height,
12 feet, it's
12.
actually on your, sign here, and it says it's gonna be at a 12-foot height. It's on this, this other.
Oh,
Any other questions or comments from the board?
I've seen pretty significant on stuff. If somebody said, here we have a signage and even though we wait.
Are there any questions from anybody in the audience with
I just wondered where that McDonald's sign is. What did you call it? The monument sign or? Can you point to it?
Towards the corner of Pinewood and Turnpike. And it's set back 27 feet from the property line along Pinewood, but it's even further because there's this is the edge of the roadway. So I'd say you get another 30 feet, so it's gonna be about 50 feet.
So we're talking Pinewoods, Route 28,
yeah,
and it's gonna be on the right or left side. If I'm looking. I'm very familiar with that area, but I'm trying to exact place this on here. It's gonna be on the side that Obashan's on.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like speed.
Okay,
So this is right around where the edge of the
Yeah.
vehicle is on the property.
oh, I just walked through that parking lot. Take the dog. Okay, great.
and it can only be 12 feet high. I know you're
Is it
disappointed,
lit?
you
Is it
wanted-
lit? Hey, my kids took it in the shorts all the time. They were just.
So I think as far as.
And they could have a fair dog.
Yes.
Thank you.
He knows. I'm-
I think as far as like, you know, as far as the other questions go. For possibly another time or planning, we're only really talking about
The sign.
the reader board sign for the drive. So if anybody has any other questions at this point in time, I will take a motion to go and deliver it. All in favor? Eli?
Diana, Laura?
Eli. And so everybody's aware as we're deliberate and discuss this is for our discussion, no comments, except is if the chair asks for a question. Then we'll take comment at that point in time, so. Questions, comments, concerns, agreements, disagreements?
It seems reasonable.
No, I mean, I think they're low, they're in close proximity to the building. I don't see them interfering with anything, you know. And the fact that they adjust the light,
If you're facing the right way. Houses, I think probably you always would be. I think this would be more objecting to people with that sign on the table there, so I don't. Shoes. Pretty small.
Alright, so I guess we'll take a motion to come out of deliberative and make a motion to approve this.
Okay, voted to come out of deliberative, Diane and Malcolm,
Seconded.
I know
Seconded by Steve. All in favor, Keith, aye?
Diane, Lauren.
Steve, I.
So we need to have a motion made in the affirmative, meaning that we accept that, grant, that grants the variance.
Need a motion?
Yes, you want to do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Diane Evan Alpha make a motion to grant the variance, reference number here.
I'll find that.
Is there a number to this?
Case number.
Oh, yeah, case number 2025-01.
Laura will second. All in favor, Keith, aye?
Diane, Laura.
Steve, I.
Aye.
So, that passes, you do have, there is a 30-day approval period. Not like you're gonna be putting up reader boards in the next 30 days, but there's a 30-day and then, we'll get the notice of decision to you. Brian will get it, let me know when it's ready, I'll go over and sign it, and then you guys will have, to, get it into the registry of deeds and file it with that. Okay. All right. We have all that set, Brian?
Yes.
Aye.
The motion that was, it didn't mention the 4 freestanding signs, nor did it refer to this document, it just passed, so I think it's not.
Would you like us to, we can clarify that if you think we should.
According to what was requested in case 25, to allow the installation of 4 original reader boards.
So how do we this whole,
Basically from permissions. That we grant permission to
okay,
just read it. Just read it. Yeah.
okay. I'm going to read this so that the minutes will be accurate. So motion to grant permission to allow the installation of 4 additional reader board type of freestanding signs. As 2 are each 20 square foot and 2 are each 10 square foot, where a total of 1 freestanding sign and 32 square foot is allowed as defined in zoning ordinance chapter 12, section 1205.3.1 and section 1206.1.2 and table 12-1 sign specifications by district. I'll second it.
All in favor, Keith, aye?
Laura.
Steve, I.
And again, there's a 30-day appeal. And we will get to, I'll get that signed and then you'll have to file it with the registry of deeds.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys. All right, so we have, honestly, March 3rd.
Yep.
Original, we didn't approve those on, we don't want to 15.
I think they have to be in
Great presentation, but big documents. Guys, sounds like anything. Okay. Good luck. We'll be in touch. Welcome.
Thank you again.
Thanks. Thank you.
Take it. This time of year, this is.
Next.
Yeah, we're, no, let's, if you just, Laura, if you just wanna read, just double check, read over those, I don't know if you look at them.
Yeah, and then we'll vote on it.
And then we'll go on, just to make sure you don't see anything on them.
Good.
And then, yeah. Man, I'll tell you, I like these meetings that are just, I'm telling you, I.
Oh, this is a guy over the road.
No, I'm talking about ZBA meetings that we were talking about. And they were just easy.
April,
I like a good application. It eliminates all the questions.
These applications are really like, they're good and concise and we can get through them. It's a pleasure from the way they were in the past where they were incomplete or they were just like.
I don't think almost we got the application.
I even got involved in, I started with the planning board, because we last put a lot.
No.
That's quite a stuff. 14 months. 14 months.
And I know we're recording, but there was a former chairperson who would never vote. Always abstain,
Yes.
and it drove me that, and I told him all
Being on the board.
Right.
I mean,
Like,
right, yeah.
right, what, I told him on the meeting, like, why aren't you voting? Like, that's your job.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't wanna vote, then take yourself out of the spin. It doesn't mean you just preside over the meetings and then let 400 people to get out. You know, it was crazy.
Okay. The minute takers typing like crazy now.
You don't put that in the minute.
Oh, there you go, you let her know. How's the weather? It's sunny today.
Sometimes we get off. Things, it's just kind of keep us going and make it light and enjoy.
We're paying per word.
Strike the last minutes.
Go ahead and sign.
Once we. So if you want to, you can make a motion.
Make a motion to approve the March 13th, 2024 minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor? Keith, aye.
Diana,
Laura,
See, right?
I.
So yes, you can sign it and pass it back.
Main Street.
Yes, I just want to remind the board on November when we met, couldn't get the draft taken off of the March one. And so that's why we have the March and the November one. Because usually we're only one meeting behind.
Right. And if we have a meeting to sign the minutes, then we have any other meeting to sign those minutes. Great, so. Yes, sir.
I'm assuming there's a signature line there, because it was not here.
Oh, you weren't.
If you weren't here at that meeting,
Yeah.
then yeah, you don't have, you still can, but you. Because it's just the minutes, it's just saying you agree with the minutes. So while we're doing that, Brian, are there any other correspondences or other business going on?
Nothing, I have nothing pending for the zoning board. There's a lot of activity out there, a lot of questions, but nothing of any concern that an application will be filled out at this time. Thank you for asking.
And then there's no staff updates. That we have.
Nope, there is no staff update.
And. Pending us, we should wait to adjourn the meeting until we agree to that last minute. Any other things we should know?
No,
Did we lose the video?
Probably my email. Probably my email.
Oh, okay.
So Brian, you want?
sure, if you guys want to keep them, you can keep them. You want to just keep the plans, leave the documents here? Hmm.
Roads is.
Minute taker.
Strike that.
You're in trouble.
Hmm,
Right, could you packages for planning board? Should we turn them in so you don't have to make,
they already provided 11 documents.
oh, they have?
Yeah, instead of entering an additional planning board type material into that. They give us fresh ones. But those, the site plan, of course, is identical, but you don't have any of the traffic or.
Oh, yeah,
anything
yeah,
else,
but
so.
you could reuse it.
Hmm. No, I mean, I didn't hear from any abutters, nor any residents. And, we're here,
Yeah.
so.
They put it on Facebook. We have one of the comments.
Slow. Oh, yeah, somebody already took survey.
Yeah.
Not,
Because we have it, approved those last week.
so. See what's going on over there.
You ready to make a motion?
Start up, any motions, you approve the November 13th, 2024 minutes.
Second, Diane,
All in favor, Levi?
Diane,
Laura, I. Laura, I.
Minutes approved. Anybody else have any other business you want to bring forward?
nope. Motion to adjourn,
By Diane,
I'll second that motion.
all in favor? Levi?
Diane,
Laura, I.
Excuse me.
Laura, I.
Meeting adjourned at 6:31.